up, Taurus? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all my Taurus friends here with me today. We are here to do your October monthly tarot love reading. Granted, we are about 9 days into October, so I am going to read for energy generally middle of October into middle of November. Do bear in mind these are going to be general readings. Not everything I say will resonate with all my Taurus friends out there. That is completely normal. In fact, I can just about promise you not all of this will resonate. I hope pieces and parts of it do. I hope lots and lots of it does. Feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs if you would like additional messages, more clarity. Cross-watching is always welcome. But also come into this with an open heart and an open mind. I always recommend that for your benefit, because messages may take a few days, even a few weeks, even a few months to resonate. So, hey, if later down the line something in this video clicks for you, fantastic. That means it was your message. It is my intention to help you, to give you clarity, to have some fun with this. So let's do just that and hop in for Taurus. Everything you want to know will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Check that out if you are interested. Other than that, for Taurus in love, if you don't have a person, this could represent someone coming into your life or someone from your past. So please, please only take what resonates. Wow, you got a lot of cards here. All right. I'm just going to look at these because they wanted to be seen. All right, interesting. So Four of Pentacles as well as the Ten of Cups. Love seeing that in a love reading. So you got the fairy tale ending card. But with this comes the Four of Pentacles, which is sort of an interesting dynamic. Fours can be, you know, stable energies in tarot generally. You know, fours are nice even numbers. We think of the four corners of a house, a solid foundation. But with fours, it also encourages you to take some sort of risk of release. Here's Four of Pentacles, which is, let's see, it's not a Taurus card, it is Capricorn. I don't know why it took me so long to get there. It's a Capricorn card, and it does talk about the need to release, risking being a miser, the point of holding on to things to your own demise. So what I get from this message instantly is there's something you're holding on to too tightly. There's some puzzle piece, essentially, you're trying to make fit, you're grappling with it, you're trying to force it. If you were to release, it's all going to fall into place. That's one message that just wanted to come out. So I'll keep it in mind as we work our way through, but that may have been for a very specific Taurus out there, okay? Potentially dealing with a Capricorn or a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All right, so your energy, Taurus, middle of October, we'll say, into November. All right, so interesting. Communication is coming your way, but you're defensive to it, or not expecting it, or it could like surprise you. If this doesn't represent you being on the defense, it's the idea of like a knock on your door and you're just like, huh? Like I wasn't expecting it. Like, who is that? So let's immediately clarify that. By the Hanged Man. Okay. Wow. All right. I feel like this is the reading that everybody wants. That person that you've been waiting on and waiting and waiting and waiting to the point where you gave up essentially and you thought they had moved on, you might actually be hearing from them. That's what I get from this instantly. Again, not going to be for everyone. Please only take it if it resonates. But that's for a lot of you, particularly if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Could also be an Aries or a Leo. We have heavy fire sign energy with these wands. Eight of Wands being swift, rapid action and communication towards this person, again, who's the wounded warrior, someone who's been waiting a long time, someone who potentially has been through, I do want to say heartbreak, because with wands, sometimes it can represent our passion, so our lust. Someone who has invested their energy, their passion, many, many times, but been burned, right? That's sort of like a double entendre, the idea of wands, fire signs, right? You may have very strong fire in your chart as well, Taurus. That's possible. But yeah, for a lot of you, you're going to be hearing from someone that you gave up on. It's like you thought it was old and dead. You thought it was buried. It could potentially be a Pisces. This is the card of Pisces. It's someone who wasn't ready to come forward yet. It's someone who was waiting. Now, granted, this could be you. Again, feel free to swap the roles if that's how it fits for you. But because it is a card of Pisces, it's the idea of the I don't know if illusion is the right word, but the dreamer, almost like the hopeless romantic of wanting the fairy tale ending, essentially wanting that Ten of Cups, right? And also a card of Pisces. I was gonna say, it's such a Piscean energy to be in that beautiful, romantic, dreamy headspace. It's almost like this person didn't want to come forward until they had all their ducks in a row, or until they could really visualize the scenario or how it could work between you. This could represent someone brand new, right? Maybe you didn't know about them and it's like they emerged from the dead, that expression. Granted, this is haunted house tarot, so it's shown with a little skull, or a skeleton there rather, but it could also be a Scorpio, because card number 12, which is the Hangman, transitions into the Death card number 13. That is Scorpio. And actually, their reading was very similar. I just did theirs, and it had to do with waiting. It had to do with waiting on an Earth sign, Taurus. So, I mean, if you're at all dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, I would check that out. There may be some crossover there. But transitioning from the Hangman into essentially the Death card, which is all about new cycles, releasing what isn't serving us and making room for something new. So make some room because something's trying to come into you. Sure, this could be a potential job offer, right? I'm reading for love, but if it's a career spread for you, take it and run with it, Taurus. Yeah, something about getting bites back. The idea of casting a fishing line out, you start getting bites. This could represent multiple offers, especially in the idea of, especially in the realm of career and finance, because wands can be our career, our hard work and travel. You may get some sort of message that's asking you to come in for job interviews. That's all I'm going to say because I'm reading for love, but yeah, that message is here too. So yeah, interesting. All right, so let's look at your person. Your person, wow. All right, well, there they are. I think we knew that you were waiting on someone. They have the same card twice, the Hanged Man. So again, Piscean energy, waiting to transition, essentially, right? The idea here is that they need to see the world from a different perspective. They are hanging upside down, so their vision, their viewpoint, it's different than everyone else around them. And then their legs make the four, so a state of rest, a safety zone, essentially, right? Fours in tarot, as we were saying, with this Four of Pentacles. In order to proceed forward, though, it's like they need to break free from this. And with the Hanged Man, frequently you'll hear tarot readers talk about the idea of sacrifice. So you can take that to mean a few different things, but what I always like to read it as is the idea of sacrificing things that you need to let go of. Guys, this is coming up again. So yeah, this message is maybe for a lot of my Tauruses out there. In order to transition into card number 13, death, essentially the cocoon to the butterfly. That's what death is. It's a change and transition into new and better cycles, potentially. There's a need to take stock of your life and be illuminated, right? With that crown of illumination. What in this life, what in this story that I am writing, my life story, if you will, what is dragging me down? What do I no longer need? What is no longer serving me? What can I release and then essentially not take with me as I continue on my spiritual path, on my spiritual journey? And then opposingly, what do I want to take with me? What do I value? What is important to me? The abundances that I currently have now, what can I take with me? What can I capitalize on, right? If you're looking to start a business, or who can I grow with if you're looking to start a family, right? Yeah, so your person is taking stock of their life. That's how I would generally summarize that. Oh, damn. Okay, so your person is going through a bit of a time with that Tower moment. Scorpionic energy again. Could also be Aries. It's essentially a card of Mars. So some heavy action, some warring of the soul. Battle of the soul is sort of what I'm getting here. I might throw another clarifier on this. Yeah, your person is going through some major upheaval, and again, they're preparing themselves for, metaphorically, that major scary change of, oh my god, I'm turning into a butterfly and I've been a caterpillar my whole life. I mean, that's a silly way of putting it, but essentially that's what it is. It's like everything that they've known prior to this, they're going to have to like release or let go or come to some sort of agreement or understanding that something about everything from here will never be the same. And maybe that has to do with this communication with you. Maybe this is the real deal. Maybe they're finally coming in to break down those walls that essentially they've contributed to building, right? Maybe this person has been coming and going in your life since day one, right? Maybe it's been 9 months. Maybe it's been 9 years of these promises that haven't been kept, or this talking the talk but not walking the walk. This is walking the walk. This is like, I'm coming in hot. That's what this card is to me. So yeah, it's something about this person, their life either is or will be forever changed once they decide to transition. I'm also getting that something major may have happened in their life. I don't know if they lost a family member or they lost their job, and I'm not predicting this. This would have already happened because it's their underlying energy of what's motivating this. it's almost like they haven't fully come to the acceptance that their life is changing. Like whether they wanted it to or not, it's almost like universe is waiting for them to embrace the change. And again, action rests with them. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Again, metaphorically, I'm not saying this is a specific, but this person got fired from their job. It's up to them to apply to new ones. Or this person lost a family member. It's up to them to find healthy coping or healthy mechanisms or ways to cope, you know, to find spirituality, to go through that healing, that recuperation process. This person isn't certain they even want to do that, or they're struggling to almost see the vision of how that's going to pan out. Let's throw one more card on your person, Taurus. Could definitely be a Pisces or a Scorpio, or as we said, a fire sign, specifically Sagittarius. Why is this person, it's like they're refusing to acknowledge the tower that already happened. They're refusing to acknowledge just how much significant change and upheaval is coming in for them or has already come in. They might be the one that's holding on for dear life. They're not, okay, this makes more sense now. They're not releasing their past. They're holding on to every last piece and part they can, even though, again, metaphorically, the tower has come in like a friggin' like tidal wave or volcano or like hurricane. Like it's swept through their life, and I'm just getting what's left is bare bones, pun intended. So why are they holding on to like this past life? Why are they holding on to this person that they used to be when it's like, and I don't mean to say this in an ominous or scary way. It's actually a very beautiful change, but they might not be seeing it as that. It's like they're afraid to embrace the change. They're afraid to almost see this as a blessing in disguise. And I want to be careful how I say that, because that's a tricky energy when a tower is losing a loved one. It's hard to throw a light on that. It's a blessing in disguise. I'm not really saying that, but there is an opportunity in which we can learn a tremendous about ourselves and our ability to heal and step into our role as, you know, the main breadwinner, the surviving child, however you want to say it. There's opportunity for this person to raise their vibration. That is what I'm trying to say from that. And so what I'm getting at is that there's still a refusal or potentially a stubbornness to be illuminated to what is right there in front of them. He doesn't have a blindfold on, does he? It's right there in the clear light of day. But yeah, it's something about the ability to accept what is there and release and let go, and ironically embrace an amazing freaking chapter that's about to unfold. They're worried, they're scared, they're hesitant, they're fearful, they're questioning what is to come. Let's go into what's between you. I'm actually more curious about that. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Well, there's that offer being made. Interesting, though. If this offer is coming from your person, there's an interesting dynamic here, because Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So, you know, he's coming along. He's coming along. But then I'm confused about this then, because that is like swoosh. It comes in like Cupid's arrows. Like, again, it's almost like that knock on your door that startles you when you're watching television because you weren't expecting it. It comes out of nowhere. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't really come out of nowhere. It's like, even the approach, like it's feminine energy, it's earth, there's something very natural and anticipated or expected about it. That's what's throwing me off here. So I'm wondering if this Knight is representing you, I don't know, making some sort of offer or gesture to your person, and it's not necessarily a romantic offer, though it could be. Particularly if your person has lost a loved one, this could be you writing them a sympathy card. Again, a token of an apology, an appreciation, something to recognize them or make them feel better. This could be buying them lunch, buying them dinner, whatever it is. There's something that progresses this relationship, but it's very slow moving. Virgo energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. It does feel like this offer is being made to your person, though. So I'm wondering, is it coming from you? Let's see, what's the underlying energy? Okay, interesting. Underlying energy is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So, okay. In the upright, it is going after something different. It's essentially moving towards your wish fulfillment, which, again, after the Nine of Cups comes this. So this is the Eight, but it's in reverse. So is it extremely delayed, or is it recognizing this is my person and I'm willing to wait around for them? I actually think that's what this is. Because in the upright, there's movement on. It's recognizing that these cups, while they're okay, they're not emotionally fulfilling enough to keep you there. There's this idea of following your intuition to know that there's a castle on the hill and it's up ahead of you. You just have to wade through the water, your emotions, to get to that happy ending, to get to that fairy tale ending, right? The castle and the wedding and the children, whatever it is for you, right? In reverse, it's almost like, and because it's so slow, this is, yeah, I'm almost sensing there's some sort of, I don't know if it's communication or exchange or something between you two that indicates that you're willing to wait for this person a little while longer. And I'm not really a big champion or cheerleader of the idea of waiting on a person. But if there's love there, I mean, well, quite frankly, I'm never one to tell you, do this, don't do that. It's your life. You should live it how you see fit. Again, this is just to offer general guidance. But yeah, there is something here about you're willing to hold out for this person even though you know like they're slow as molasses. But what's giving me pause is I'm wondering if this does represent your defense being up, are you guarded because this person has broke your heart before? And maybe that's what, okay, maybe that's why they're hesitate coming forward too, because they know that metaphorically, this is what they've done to you in the past. It's almost like they have been a shitstorm in your life of every time you thought they were going to deliver, they didn't. And maybe that's why they're even wondering, do I even come in one final time? Do I even try to reconcile? Do I even try to make it right with Taurus? Because it's almost like I've been more of a burden than I have, I've been more of a burden in their life than I've been something positive. Because again, underlying energy for me, this has happened in the past. And something about this tower is informing them in their current do I or don't I transition mode. They might be cautious coming towards you because they don't want to disturb your life. They don't want to bring more chaos and anarchy. Okay. And so maybe when they do come in, you're anticipating the worst. Again, metaphorically, that knock on the door, which I don't think that's how it's going to happen. It's almost like if or when you realize it's them, it jars you for a moment because you're like, oh my God, I thought I just got rid of this Pisces or this Scorpio. And, you know, they caused some sort of destruction or chaos. Maybe that was just to your heart. Maybe it was literally to your home. Maybe something happened or they took money or needed to borrow money and never paid you back. There was some sort of disorder and chaos that they brought into your life. So when they come back in swiftly, rather quickly, after this state of, I thought I was never going to see you again, where have you been for the last year, or whatever, defensiveness, guardedness, feeling, it's not so much feeling threatened, but again, defense is up of like, are you going to hurt me again? But I'm still getting that this is your energy, Taurus. So yeah, it's a little bit contradictory, but isn't that how love works? You know, one minute we feel like this, one minute we feel like that, but you know, that's the water sign in me talking. So I don't know. Someone is willing, and maybe it is your person. Someone is willing to hold on. Someone is willing to give it one last try because they do potentially see the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment with this card. They're not ready to reject whatever this is and say, I can do better. Somebody believes that there's something salvageable in this relationship, but it's almost like they have to come in very gently, with ease, which is the complete opposite of this. So I'll be honest with you, it's throwing me for a loop. So I don't know if this is, again, you making a peace offering, something small. Again, it's a knight, it's not a king or a queen, but then something is coming at you fast. So again, okay, so maybe this is a love offer. Maybe this is your career. Maybe this is your career taking off and moving you forward at a more rapid rate than you were anticipating. There is something about it that, again, it kind of spooks you. It kind of jars you, but tell me more about... So, okay, if the Knight of Pentacles isn't representing a person specifically, it could represent the idea of it's going to take a long time for this relationship to grow and bloom into the future. It's going to take quite some time to feel like it's the fairy tale ending. Again, not impossible, because with this in reverse, it's saying this is someone's wish. Someone does believe, again, there's value to this relationship. There's something worth saving, but it might be a difficult road ahead. And maybe difficult isn't the right word. Slow and steady wins the race. That's sort of what's presenting between you guys. Very slow moving energy. And we already know that because your person's coming up as the Hanged Man twice. They've done a lot of thinking and reflecting on this. So I will say, if this is resonating and they finally do come in, I would, again, this is just sort of what I'm getting off the cards. I would be open to the idea of at least hearing them out, right, with wands, communication, because they've spent so much time thinking about this. This isn't a fly-by-night operation. This isn't like they woke up one day and was just like, hey, I think I'll call Taurus. This is something they've been thinking about for what feels like decades. And I don't think it is, but I'm just saying from your perspective, Taurus, if at one point you were waiting on this person, it's like they weren't giving up. They weren't giving up without a fight, meaning they weren't just going to like throw communication at you because you were pressuring them or you were nagging at them. It's like they were going to do this in their own time. But something happened in your person's past that motivated them to move forward potentially with this offer. And so maybe this offer comes, again, slow and steady, Virgo energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But maybe once the offer is made, something about like I don't know the phrase, when God closes a door, he opens a window. It's something about finally you guys both see the window. Finally, you guys see a way where you can move forward with this successfully, potentially. Again, swift and rapid action. So maybe it comes in very slow. It was a long time coming. But if you decide to put your guard down and hear them out, there's potential for this to go places. I think that's what this is saying. And again, it surprises you. And so that makes sense. If this person has let you down in the past, maybe they come in with this really like, they stick the landing. It's this $1 million offer. They come in and you're just like, who is this the same person that like, ghosted me 2 months ago or whatever it is? Do you know what I mean? There's an element of surprise here, but this is a great card for a message being communicated to you. And what's optimistic, again, is the power rests with you at this point. It's up to you. Are you going to let them in? You shall not pass. That is up to you. That is your choice, Taurus. So, interesting. All right. Let's see what your advice or guidance is. I just keep going back to this. Sorry. Something about this is like they have to be willing to sacrifice or let go of something to welcome in like a beautiful, happy ending, a fairy tale ending. Something that's going to feel amazing. Like this is such a card of love. You got the rainbow, the cups. There's dancing. There's wedding dresses. Like this is, yeah, it feels so good. Why are they resisting it? Why are they not, they're not giving up without a fight, but it's like, once they release, it's like, oh, this is great. Why didn't I do this ages ago? And okay, and interestingly enough, because in your section and your person section, you both have the Hanged Man coming up. Could represent the idea that you both are waiting, you both have been stalling, you both have been thinking things through. If that's not the case, again, I think this is really representing your person. Twinning, the idea of the twin flame, your soulmate, your counterpart. For me, this is confirmation, like you guys are, something is meant to come in, and with the classic twin flame journey, if you believe in that, good Lord, does it take time, and good Lord, does it test you, right? These relationships are not easy, but they are divinely guided because you are counterparts in a way that allow you to learn great lessons from each other, right? You both have transitions and cycles to go through individually, but potentially as well as together. Again, someone or both of you is saying, this might actually be my person. I'm not ready to throw in the towel yet. I'm not ready to give up on them just yet. So your advice or guidance, you have the Two of Pentacles, another card of Capricorn. So some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You are one of the earth signs. Underlying energy. Ooh, yeah, I saw that earlier. The Ace of, I almost called it the Ace of Flames. The Ace of Wands. All right. Yeah, someone, it's like the passion is rekindled. the candle that had melted down and dripped wax maybe years ago, someone relights it to put that, like, you know, fancy dinner on the table for two. There's two hands here, right? That's pretty significant. Also the boner card, right? The Ace of Wands, you know, passion, right? Something that excites you, something that motivates you or inspires you. And we were just saying twin flame, boom, there it is. So that's the underlying energy. Do we want to reignite this? It's looking at the potential outcomes, the tangible decisions at hand. Do I go with this person? Do I go with that person? Do we want to build here? Do we want to build there? It doesn't have to be two people, but there's different things you're juggling. It could be different ideas. It could be different people, but I'm really not getting that for either one of you, to be perfectly honest. Emotions are rocky in the background. Again, I think you guys have kind of been through some battles together. This has not been like it has not been smooth sailing in your past. If this is resonating, if this is someone from your past, it's been a bit of a battle, right? You've had swells of emotions come up, be it sadness, be it anger. And so it's almost like you need to handle this very delicately so that you make the right choice, so that you invest in the right people. But honestly, do you know what this is? This is saying to me that Ace of Flames, I almost said. Ace of Wands, can we make these two work in unison? For infinity, right? The infinity symbol. You are my person, you are my soulmate. Can these two people who, again, have had a bit of a rough go together, can we make it work in harmony? Can we do it together? Again, I think the power, the decision rests with you. I'm almost getting, do you still love this person? Do you still want to build, right? With Pentacles, do you still want to build with this person? Be that a relationship, a future, a family, a home. Actually, we'll do one of these. We'll throw one more card on it. Is this person your fairy tale ending? Weighing the options, yes, but it's also saying these can work in unison. There's a way to do it. It's like the flame, the passion is there. But okay, so the idea of release, you will need to release some baggage of the past. There's a need to forgive here. I don't know if it's forgive and forget, but yeah, there's a need to let go of grudges. Oh, I just heard grudges. This is like a voodoo doll, right? There's a need to let go of grudges and disappointments from the past with an ace, a one. This is like, it's a clean slate, baby. So yes, you both know what you've been through. You know it hasn't been an easy go at it. But this is saying if you want to make this work together, it's a fresh page. It's a clean slate. It's a new chapter. You can't go into this wanting to build the fairy tale ending, but constantly be reminding your partner of all the times they disappointed you, because that is not going to last. I promise you that. That's what this is saying to me. Can we grab one more card for Taurus, advice or guidance for this spread? This is a really interesting reading, Taurus. Very interesting. Advice or guidance for Taurus. Ooh, goodness, that just almost hit me in the eye. Oh, but you guys, it's a good one. Ace of Pentacles. Again, a brand new start. Aces, beginnings. To build, right? To build solid relationships. And look, I think I said this to Cancer. They're cuddling. You know, maybe it's with a Cancer, although I don't have a lot of water cards here, but it could be. Yeah, brand new beginnings. Fire sign, earth sign. Maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. There's huge potential for growth here. This is a brand new seed that you guys are going to nurture together, right? If you want to build that garden, that future together, it's going to require passion and love and water to grow the seeds, right? That sounds like a weird sexual metaphor that you'd tell someone in like puberty. Anyway, all right, that's what I got for you, Taurus. Yeah, pretty kick-ass. I like your advice or guidance. Do you want to make it work? It's possible. It's very, very possible. Let me know what resonates for you in the comments down below. Please do like, share, subscribe. That would be so much appreciated. And I will see you, Tauruses, very soon for more tarot readings. Bye, guys.